released, but we haven't actually shown it on MTV before, so we are releasing it sort of as a new video. Thanks for coming in here. I must say that I'm really honored that you're coming in here, especially because you're known as the person who doesn't do TV appearances very often. Are we gonna meet a new and more open Nick Cave now, do you think?
I don't know, I haven't done any. We'll have to find out.
Well, you had done one before, haven't you? This is not your first TV appearance.
Oh no, yeah, no, I haven't done any for a while.
Because when you were playing in Town and Country yesterday, and I was there to see, you also had the impression that you were more open. You were like talking to the audience. I know that you weren't entirely happy with that concert, but I felt. Are you more happy now than you normally are?
Now, at this moment.
Just for the moment. I mean, surrounding this LP.
Well, I'm happy with the LP. Yeah, I'm happy with the LP. Yeah.
But personally, inside.
No, I'm not really very happy, man.
No, I know that we have the image of you as not being a very happy man, but has that changed a bit? Have you lightened up a bit?
Well, I'm trying to, yeah. Trying desperately to lighten up.
Why?
Well, it's, I don't know, no. I've been told to lighten up more.
By who?
Yeah, by my peers and so on.
Has it been a problem for you before that you're like a closed person?
I don't know if it's been a problem, really. It's been easier to be closed, actually, than to be open.
We're going to see a track of yours now called Mercy Seat, and we'll be talking more about it. It's my favourite song, so what I suggest you do is you turn up the volume really, really loud for this one. Now, earlier on we were talking about the concert that you played in Town and Country yesterday. Now, when I was there, I had very much a feeling of the same sort of feeling I think that I would have in a church. Very religious touch to what you do. Is religion, are you a religious person, or is belief important to you?
Yeah, belief is important to me.
But not
and
religion?
Faith is important to me. But I'm not a part of any organised religion as such.
No, because your dad was a priest, wasn't he?
My dad was a priest?
Yes, that's what I've heard.
No.
No?
No.
No, I got that entirely wrong.
You probably read it in the press.
No, I actually got it from Torsten. Anyway.
No, actually there is the bass player's father is a priest, yeah.
Oh, so that's where it comes from. But you've been in a Catholic school as a kid, haven't you?
No.
No,
that's another thing. It's another popular rumour.
Why do you think people tend to make rumours like that about you?
I don't know. I guess they haven't got anything else to write about. I don't know. I don't know why they make up these things. I don't understand it.
No, but when I watched the documentary, you made a documentary. You were talking about a school that you were in, which was very strict, and that had some sort of influences on what you did later on.
Yeah, it wasn't Catholic though.
Well, what kind of a school was it then?
It was well, it was a public school, you know, all boys, and I boarded there as a boarder. All boys together, no girls. That's had quite an effect on me.
Yeah, because also in that documentary you were showing off a little book that you had where you had very religious pictures on one page, and then you had pictures that I think you made yourself on naked women on the other page. How does sex and religion fit together for you?
How does it fit together?
Yeah,
I don't know.
What I mean, most people, when if they believe and they're into religion, they sort of ban sex and they don't talk about it, you know. Whereas you sort of combine those two things.
Well, I mean that was more of a kind of aesthetic thing. I mean there were you know, I mean, I don't know. My idea of religion isn't necessarily what I was taught at school, you know, and I don't know. I mean, I just enjoyed doing that for a while.
Because in your lyrics you mentioned devil also very often. What has devil got to do with you? I mean, what kind of a part does he play?
In my life?
Yeah.
The devil?
Yeah. I mean, on your sleeve for Diana, which we're about to see, you also have small, you know, devil, what are they called, ears, whatever?
Yeah, I don't know if that was my idea, actually. I think the record company just put them on.
to sell you. Do you think people come up with things about you which is not really true, just to, in a way, to promote you and just to make you more exciting that you really are? I mean, you know,
I'm a very exciting person.
In what sense?
Well, you know, in all sorts of ways. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think the press tend to sell me in a certain way, and they have done for a long time. They're trying to sell me in a different way now, and that distresses me even more.
But they've always been
sell me as they used to try and sell me as dirty merchandise. Now they're trying to sell me as clean merchandise, and both of those things are quite daunting, really.
Yeah, but the press have always loved you, though, haven't they? All reviews of you are very good. I mean, they rose you to the skies.
No, there have been the odd one that have been quite kind of damaging, really, embarrassing.
Do you feel embarrassed when you write about yourself?
When I read about myself?
Read about yourself.
Well, I mean, I find a lot of what the press writes to be deeply embarrassing. But I'm not sure if it's because it's written about me. It's just the way they write and things they have to write about.
Okay.
But, yeah.
We'll see Diana now, and we'll talk some more later on. At a certain point in your life, you went to art school, but I understand for some reason that you weren't really successful there. Why was that? Because, I mean, art has played an important role in your life since.
I was successful for a while. When in the first year, I was the top student there. They all thought that I was, you know, the boy most likely to succeed and so forth. But the second year, I failed really badly. I don't know. I really don't know why. I mean, I still think I was the best painter there. But well, I tended to. I did all my paintings on the one canvas, I think. That was brought up in this documentary, I think, if I remember rightly. Well, my major problem at art school was the stretching of the canvases. And so I tended to paint. I was tending to paint one over the other. So I only had one painting at the end.
But you still paint, don't you?
No, not really.
Not really. But, I mean, you must be quite interested in art, and does that, when you make videos, are you interested in them, or do you just think they're another sort of commercial thing that you have to do to get your material across, or are you actually interested in the making of them?
No, I'm interested in the making of them. I mean, sometimes they've been out of my hands a lot, and what the kind of end product isn't exactly what kind of I had envisaged to begin with. But particularly the early videos that we did, such as In the Ghetto, for example.
Which we're about to see now.
Yeah, it's nicely done.
Were you totally in charge of that one?
Well, there was only 3 of us making it. One of the people who made it, or both of the people who actually filmed it were involved in the movie Ghosts of the Civil Dead one, and which I've been in recently. And this was just the 3 of us made this together, very cheaply. But I really like this video.
So let's see it then. Hey, I mean, we've been discussing all kinds of things, but probably what you're most famous for is your actual writing. And you just released a collection of songs and poems. And I'm afraid I haven't actually read it. You know, is it worth going out and getting?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's a nice book, and it's I mean, it's got all my lyrics in it. And it's also got some plays that were written, and a lot of kind of early stuff. And I think there's one poem in it. I've never really gone in for poetry, really.
But you also have them sort of that. This is only a rumor that I've heard, that in this book, because I haven't actually seen it, there are some material that has never been released. Is that true?
Yeah, quite a bit of stuff. Yeah.
But you're writing on a novel now for the moment, aren't you? How's that coming on?
Yeah, I have been for about 3 years on the one book.
On one book?
Yeah, it's a very long book, and it comes out in spring. Next spring.
What do you write about?
What's the book about? It's a really long story. It's a very long story. I couldn't really. I mean, it's about a mute boy, and it's about a religious sect. Because
in your lyrics, you very often write about blood and pain and death, And
it's got all those things in it.
it's got all those things. Do you ever get scared of your own writing? I mean, when you read some of the stuff, do you get shocked or scared by it?
Sometimes, well, I used to write stuff and not really remember having written it. And I'd wake up in the morning and I'd find this stuff in my handwriting and think, oh, this is quite a good song. And sometimes I would be kind of a little bit uneasy about what I'd actually written about. But I don't, generally, no.
Because you concern yourself a lot about evil things. Now this, am I not right? You look like you don't agree with me.
I don't know.
Well, blood and pain and death to many people are sort of evil things, and I just wondered to myself if that could be some sort of the reason why you write about this and the reason why, I don't know, but could that be some kind of a revenge to the not so very pleasant world that we live in?
No, I don't write about those things because they're evil. No, I don't really think death is evil, and I think. Yeah, I don't really think that. Or blood.
Why is it not evil? Why do other people think it's evil then?
I don't think they do.
No?
Not in this modern world. No.
Well,
I mean, I think they're just quite. I mean, everybody has blood and everybody dies and so on. And
But you don't write. I mean, you don't normally write about natural death. You most write about killing as well. Is in Mercy Seat, it's about a guy who's on death penalty for killing somebody, isn't it? Or did I get that wrong?
No, that's right. That's sort of part of it. Yeah.
But isn't that evil?
Yeah, that's about evil. But I don't write about it because it is evil, or because I mean. Yeah, I mean, those themes I just feel kind of comfortable with, really.
Comfortable with?
Yeah.
You must be very interesting. Anyway, let's see something. Let's see something else here. You've sort of chosen to live in Berlin. Why is that?
Well, I've actually shifted to London now.
No, so you live over here now?
Yeah.
But lived in Berlin for a long time?
Yeah, I mean, I did, yeah. I found, particularly the people there and so on, were quite exciting. And there was quite an exciting life there. But it tended to become quite solitary after a while there, and quite destructive, and I've left that environment.
Do you think, when did you actually move to Berlin, in about, where the punk started in 77, something like that?
No, it was just some years ago, like 3 or something, I don't know.
So where did you live before?
Well, I kind of just travelled around. I just lived a bit in America, a bit in London, went back to Australia, went to Berlin, just driven by this kind of need to kind of escape these particular places, really.
So you don't normally stay anywhere for long?
Well, it has been, that has been the pattern, yeah. But I'm trying to break that.
So you're going to settle down in London now?
Well, that was the idea, yeah, but it's not working out that way. I'm going to Brazil, actually, in a month.
But because when you were living in Berlin, the rest of Birthday Party were living there as well, the Crime and City Solution. Do you ever hang out with these people anymore?
No.
No?
No, not at all.
Well, you appeared in the same movie at a certain time.
With Crime?
Oh, yeah, Crime and City Solution, yeah. You were both appearing.
No, I just see them sometimes, yeah. And one of them is in my band as well, so I see him every day. Really.
Of course. What about your audience? Do you have any sort of special relationship to your audience? What do you imagine your audience like? How would you describe them?
I don't know. I hope they're quite varied. I think they're quite a varied audience these days. They seem to be. I don't know, my relationship with my audience hasn't always been the most easy one, and that's probably a lot to do with my own kind of fairly unrealistic way of seeing things, particularly when I'm on stage. And I felt kind of a lot of tension and so forth that had grown between me and the audience, but I hope that's been kind of dispelled a bit these days.
Well, are they important to you in the end?
Well, yeah.
Because I could imagine you must get quite a lot of letters from your audience. Do you do that?
Yeah, I get quite a lot. Yeah.
What kind of things do they write to you?
A lot have bats and stuff on the envelopes, which I don't read on principle.
What has what?
Bats and kind of
What's
skulls. And,
bats? I don't
you know,
know.
bats. These black things that fly through the air,
Oh.
sticky things. You know, bat. A bat. Yeah. Well, a lot of people think that I'm. Yeah.
Do you think that people think you're crazy?
No, I don't. Why?
Well, I'm just meaning it's pretty, it's pretty crazy sending a letter with bats on it, isn't it?
I think a lot of there's a certain area of my audience that was very much involved in that sort of thing, bats and so on, and they used to send me a lot of mail, and I don't know, I didn't understand that mail at all. I would read it sometimes, and I would look at the words and just not understand them.
Anyway, Nick, thanks for coming in here today.
Thank you for having me.
I hope to see you again sometime. All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.